Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the next session of Class 10th History. I am Manali Nathu from the Millennium School, South City, Lucknow. Children, this is the next very important chapter of history, Nationalism in India. The previous chapter was Rise of Nationalism in Europe. In that chapter, you studied about how the feeling of nationalism got spread over entire Europe, which finally resulted in the creation of nation states like unification of Germany, Italy, and creation of Great Britain. Then we also studied how art, literature, painting, folk tales, they also played important role in creating the feeling of nationalism. So this is the next chapter, Nationalism in India. Now, why the feeling of nationalism was required in India? See, India was not a united nation what we see today. It was divided into various regions. More than 500 princely states ruled over this region. Not only this, India was a colony of British, and British exploited Indians economically, socially, and culturally. And that is why it was a very big task to unite all these regions and to develop the feeling of nationalism to make India free from British rule. And Congress Party, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, they launched two important movements: Non-Cooperation Khilafat Movement and Civil Disobedience Movement. So children, in this chapter, you will study about these two movements. Number one, Non-Cooperation Khilafat Movement, who all participated this movement and why this movement slowed down. And then the next, Civil Disobedience Movement, who all participated in this movement, who did not participate, and what were the causes of its failure. So, we'll begin the first topic, that is the First World War. We know that First World War started in 1914, ended in 1918, and it continued for 4 years. This war, it created a new economic and political situation in India. British defense expenditure had increased during war period. So in order to recover the loss, what British did? They increased taxes, custom duties, and income tax was introduced. Apart from this, from 1913 to 1918, prices increased, leading to extreme hardship. Then there was a forced recruitment. This is a new term in your book. What do you mean by forced recruitment? The colonial state forced Indians to join British Army to fight war. Okay, so because of this forced recruitment, in rural area, villagers were unhappy. After that, what happened? From 1918 to 1919 and 1920 to 21, crops failed due to severe famine, which resulted in shortage of food. And unfortunately, it was also accompanied by an epidemic influenza. Okay, and then according to the census of 1921, 12 million people died in India. 12 million means 1.2 to 1.3 crore people died in India. People thought that after First World War, their hardship would come to an end. But unfortunately, this did not happen.